I'm sorry, something happened while I was trying to show you how to blend paint, and I don't know how much you got, how much you didn't get. What I'm going to do is go ahead and we're going to finish this up, and then I'll show you again how to do what I was doing. But anyway, I went in, I stopped the camera, I came in and I was pulling this paint out to smooth it out. And one thing that I do want to show you, and I did say, is that you know, everybody says that brush strokes are nice because it gives it texture, but I think myself, when you have a pretty painting like this, that you don't necessarily want brush strokes around all these dainty little flowers. And I had a rim around there. I don't know if you saw that. I have a little bit of one left right here. See how there's just a little, and see, I'm out of the picture again. I'm having trouble staying in the picture here. Let me get this around so you can see it. Right in here, and you can't see it. So let me adjust. Okay, right in here. See, there's a little rim of paint right around the corner here, and I want to get rid of that. So I put some more paint out there, and I'm going to try to pull this all back around. And there, that does look better, but I still have a rim. And this is, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put leaves there. But one thing I wanted to show you too was that while I was doing all my fluffing, I have a petal here that kind of got messed up right here. So I'm going to come in here again and I'm going to try to redefine that just a little bit. I don't want to do too much work on it. And there will probably be a leaf go right in there. So what I want to do now is come back in here and put a couple leaves in this area where I've added flowers. I do want to wipe off any paint that might be on the leaves that were already there, because we're going to make it look like those flowers are tucked right behind them. One thing I didn't do on the first firing is purposely make a leaf go over the paint, and that makes a really pretty composition if that happens. And I'm going to see if I can't make that happen this time. This is kind of the edge of the leaf there. I'm not doing as good this time as I did last week, am I? Not that I'm not trying, though. I think you get the picture. Okay, so we're going to go back to, like last week I said, I used I believe it was either chartreuse or gold green. And a darker green. In this case, mine is called dark green. And I want to get, now I'm up too far, I think. I probably pushed my, there we go. Well, everything's reversed, Ann. I'll get there, don't worry. Okay, I want to get a leaf in here. So I'm going to come in here. And if you don't know which direction you want your leaf to go ahead and make the vein. Just take this and tiptoe around it. Then come back in here and work on that leaf. Put it in here like this. Come back in here. Bring it around those petals a little bit. I'm doing some C-strokes, and there's my edge. I want to fatten that side up just a little bit. Okay? So I have a leaf there. I think what I'm going to do is maybe, I don't know what I'm going to do. Bring him around and see if I'm got him in the picture yet. I'm using a turntable, and that's part of my problem too. Well, I'll be doggone. I am not having good luck here. There we go. And I'm going to put another one, and I'm going to bring this guy so he's almost almost at a 90-degree angle. And tap that down. Get a little bit more of that dark green on my brush because he's going to be underneath this guy. See how that looks? Nice, huh? Bring this down and put a little tip out there. We don't necessarily want the tip of the leaf to show completely. Just the idea that it's there is really all that we need. I'm not sure what I want to do down at this other end. And see, now that I have this nice S shape, that's what's causing me problems. It's my story and I'm sticking to it. I hate to have them coming off the edges. I think this guy's going to come down like this. So I'm going to come up here. Narrow it down to the end. Come back in here. Pull it around. There's the end. I think, see, if I put one over here, that's going to look silly sticking out there, so I don't think I'm going to do anything there. If I put one here, then we have too many over in this area. I believe what I do, we're going to fill them in with some buds. How does that sound? So I'm going to clean my brush out right now. We're going to go in here and get back into the blue paint. And let's do some buds so that they're coming out here. And I'm just going to do a short, maybe I'll do them out of here. Let's do this. And do just kind of a short little amount of them here. And then I lost you again, didn't I? See how I did this one coming out here? And then I'm going to just do a little spray there. And I'm only going to do one more spray of buds. But before I go there, I'm going to knock these down. Particularly some of these got a little flat there. And then I'm going to come over here. And I'm going to knock these little guys down. And then I'm going to move this so that you can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to do just a few. And I think I'm going to come off right here, and I'm going to set this up some light against dark. I'm going to do quite a bit of coverage there. And again, I think that it'll just be a short little group of buds. And then I'm going to tap those out. Now that I said that, dark against light, and I'm thinking I need to go back and some of these other bud sprays that I had done previously, it wouldn't hurt for us to come back and darken a little bit. But we don't have to go back in and and knock them back out. We can knock a few out. I think that needs just a couple. And then maybe smooth that just a little bit. It was a little too harsh there. But maybe even, I need to keep thinking, remember to put this back up. Maybe even just a little darkening right there. See how it sets that up? And then over in here even. And boy, that was way too much paint. So I'm going to need to do something to get some of that paint off. But no big hard fast rules. That's still a little too much. And you didn't see that. This is becoming quite the issue here. Right here, I came in and I had too much paint. It was way too dark, and I've wiped some of it back. And if you look at the whole picture there, see how that just stands out so much darker? And even if you squint your eyes, and that's how you can tell if it's leading us through, it's way too dark there. So I'm going to pull a little bit more of that paint out. And I'm also going to go back in and I'm going to put a little more, try to darken that a little bit here. Because now I want you to squint at it again. And when you do, we need to see if our eyes flow through, if you see it flow through the whole painting. And I wasn't there yet. So I think I might have it now though. Yeah, that looks pretty good. But I do want to come back in to this area here and get just a few of that little buds to break that up. So the only thing that we have left to do in this painting is to go in and darken our leaves. And I have this really cool color, and of course I'm using more of a blue green as opposed to using a yellow green. So you want to pick your darkest color that you have, and I think that you're using more of a yellow green or a brown green, and you want to use the darkest shade that you can find. But this one I have is called Dark Spruce, and it's really, really pretty with these colors that I'm using. And I'm going to come back in, and I'm only going to darken down in here and maybe a little bit on that little comma there. So here is your chance. This one's a little skinny here. If I want to broaden that leaf out there, to come back in and use that paint to my advantage to do that broadening out. But I want to put just, I'm getting that dark against that light, and I'm coming in here and doing those same strokes, but I'm not doing as much of the leaf as I had done before, if that makes any sense, what I just said. And a little bit there. So let's do that again on another leaf. I'm going to come around here. I'm going to come down. See how I framed up that petal with the leaf, and I'm doing that downgrading it. And I come around here, and I'm doing the same thing. I get to the tip end of it,